Now at 6, thousands of people fill Camp Randall for UW's spring commencement. And two graduates at today's ceremony share a special bond, their mother and daughter.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 6.
Thanks for watching News 3 Now at 6. I'm Amanda Quintana. Thousands of students and their families are celebrating the completion of years of schooling tonight. More than 7,000 UW-Madison bachelor's, master's, and law students graduated today at Camp Randall, as more than 43,000 people cheered them on. One of the highlights of today's ceremony was hearing former Wisconsin football star and current defensive end for the Houston Texans, J.J. Watt, deliver the commencement address.
And dream big, work hard was my motto. Because I truly believed that you should have as big of dreams as you want in this world. Never let anybody tell you you can't accomplish those dreams.
Last night, nearly 1,000 doctoral, Masters of Fine Arts, and medical professional degree students had a ceremony at the Kohl Center. During that graduation, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Steve Miller was presented with an honorary degree. New at 6, while many were celebrated by their families, some were celebrating with them. Adam Duxter tells us about two very special graduates. Adam?
Well, Amanda, graduation's always special, and this year UW-Madison celebrated the 150th anniversary of its first female graduates. Out of this year's class, two of those female grads share a special bond.
For thousands of UW-Madison students, the day has finally come.
Nervous and anxious.
To mark the end of their college careers with graduation. And while parents in the stands at Camp Randall searched to find their loved ones on the field below, Shelby Brandsma knew exactly where her daughter Stephanie was.
I'm excited for both of us, but at the same time, it's been important to me to not steal her thunder because this is a big day for her.
Because she was on the field with her. Brandsma made the choice to come back for her master's in social work during her son's graduation from UW in 2015.
Katie Couric was the speaker and talked about following your passions and your dreams. And I made the decision sitting in Camp Randall that I was going to school.
Stephanie starting her undergraduate degree in the same field at the same time.
Most of my experience has been, wow, you're crazy for going into social work, and then me responding, well, my mom's a social worker, so I know what I'm getting myself into.
Getting some help along the way.
And I would like to point out that she's the better student.
And while graduation is normally a time for parents to be proud of their kids, for the Brandsmas, it was the other way around.
You really went out on a limb and you dared to come back to school, put yourself in an uncomfortable position when you're, an older student, and I was just really proud of you for trying.
Shelby Brandsma says she's having the partnership with her daughter throughout school has been a blessing and has made them both stronger students. And after getting her bachelor's degree today, Stephanie will go on now to get her master's degree as well.
Very, very cool. Mom and daughter together. All right. Thank you so much, Adam. Let's get a look at your first alert weather with Dave Caulfield out on the patio. Not much sunshine today, Dave.
Yeah, except for right now, Amanda. That sunshine finally getting to us. Maybe there was a little bit of a problem between me and Mother Nature, but we're both on the same page right now. However, the rain mostly avoided us today. A quick shower on the west side of Madison earlier this afternoon, but really this played out pretty true to form as our first low pressure system mainly affected spots to the south and east. In Madison, we're looking at the partly sunny skies, I promise, on the WIC-TV Skycam, currently at 54 degrees, a south wind at 7 miles per hour. Some other temperatures at 56 in Lone Rock, 50 in Platteville, 57 in Boscobel, and 52 in Janesville. For most of us, that's quite a bit cooler compared to this time yesterday, with the clouds dominating much of the weather today. Wind speeds out of the south and east at about 8 to 15 miles per hour, so not too bad in the breeze department today. Day planner, as we head into the midnight hour, we can feel our power as we get to 45 degrees, starting off in the low 40s tomorrow. And it does look like the rain tries to stay away for Mother's Day. We'll take a closer look at that possibility and what to expect as far as temperatures go for all the moms out there in your first alert forecast in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Dave. Madison police say there's been a 28% increase in overdoses in the city in the month of April, but a decrease overall. There were 23 overdoses reported last month, 11 of them coming in just the last 5 days of April. Last year, there were just 18 overdoses in the month of April. So far this year, Madison has seen 63 reported overdoses. That's a 20% decrease from this time last year. We have more details on that data released on our website, channel3000.com. A Janesville mom is in the Rock County Jail tonight, arrested for allegedly drinking while driving with her kids in the car. 42-year-old Jessica Totstad faces felony OWI charges. Sheriff's deputies say around 5 o'clock last night, they responded to the 240 block of Russell Avenue on the outskirts of Janesville. Totstad was being confronted by family members after she supposedly picked up her kids from school drunk. Both of the kids were under the age of 16. This is the third time she's faced OWI charges. In news around the state, a teenager killed in Kenosha is being remembered by her family and friends as a bubbly and loving person. 16-year-old Kaylee Juga and her mom, Stephanie, were allegedly shot Thursday afternoon by Kaylee's ex-boyfriend. Stephanie is recovering at the hospital. Last night, people gathered at a park to pray for Stephanie and to remember Kaylee.
She was such a loving person. Kaylee loved cheer. She loved being with her friends. She's just a bubbly person. She made everything a great time.
Kaylee's ex-boyfriend, 15-year-old Martise Fuller, was arrested and is awaiting charges. Coming up on News 3 Now at 6, taking to the sky, trying to get kids excited about a career in aviation. The city of Middleton dedicated a new park shelter this morning. It was built for Harvey John and Lucille Taylor Memorial Park just off County Highway Q near Waunakee. It's named after Lucille Taylor, who has dedicated her life to developing public lands within Middleton. The shelter marks the last step in a 6-year process to complete the park. Lucille says she's honored to be recognized.
I don't brag about it or tell anybody. I never brag or tell people about it because I didn't do it for the attention. I did it for the love of kids.
The park sits on land her father used to farm on. Kids in Middleton got a chance to take a plane ride for free today. It's part of the Young Eagle program. Amy Reed shows us what it was like for one girl who got to fly like an eagle today.
It's a beautiful day to take a flight.
And the rudder is the back of the tail.
But first things first, you have to go to ground school.
The tail.
And since this isn't Grace's first time, she was a star student. After this, the real fun is about to start for Grace and her sister.
What are you most excited for?
I'm excited to fly. I'm excited for Mary. I'm excited for Mary to fly and maybe even crash the plane, but that would be fun too.
Yeah, maybe not. Lucky the pilot will make sure that doesn't happen.
You may want to shut the door.
I will.
The checks and balances are mutual. Soon they're in the sky, and parents and kids watch, picturing themselves in the pilot's seat. After all, that is the goal.
We're trying to educate the young people just to get them used to the idea that anybody can go and start to learn to fly.
Getting kids interested may be enough to one day get a job doing it themselves. And hey, it's not too late for me, right? About 20 minutes later, we land, and most of us had fun.
Your teddy bear almost threw up.
Oh, no.
Like me.
It's not for everyone.
Yes.
How'd you do?
Good. Except I was the one to ask, can we go down?
Still, she earned her flight hours, and maybe she'll still come back next time. Amy Reed, News 3 Now.
If you missed this one, Young Eagles has another event like this one coming up on August 10th. Coming up on News 3 Now at 6, Consumer Reports looks at used headphones. How much money this could save you. Welcome back. With all the rain in the forecast, it might be a good time to do a little spring cleaning. Goodwill of South Central Wisconsin and the West Green Club hosted an electronic waste recycling drive this morning. People dropped off things like old computers, printers, and cell phones. Organizers say it is important to recycle your electronics. Whether for work or working out, so many of us use headphones nearly every day. But the often tiny tech can cost big bucks. So Consumer Reports suggests trying used headphones. Think that's not for you? Wait until you find out how much money you can save.
Keeping up with technology is expensive, even when it comes to headphones.
Very pricey.
Really expensive.
But would you ever buy used?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they're cheaper, and that's it.
No, I wouldn't. Just something about something that was in someone else's ear just doesn't do it for me.
It's not as unusual as you might think.
An easy way to save money on headphones is to buy refurbished. You can get a great pair in perfectly good working order for a lot less than what you'd pay for new ones.
Consumer Reports has recommended refurbished products for years. It's a great way to save on electronics like phones and computers. And they say some of CR's highly rated headphone models can be as much as 50% off regular price.
Refurbished headphones have usually been returned by another person. It could be because they didn't like them, or in some cases they needed a repair. But no matter what was wrong with them originally, by the time you get them, they should be good as new.
But they may not be in their original packaging, so where can you find them?
When you're shopping for refurbished headphones, the best case scenario is you can get them directly from the manufacturer. But we've seen the best selections at places like Amazon, Best Buy, and Walmart.
Some retailers even have programs for refurbished products.
Amazon has an entire renewed department with products that are guaranteed to look and function just like new.
Best Buy has its Geek Squad certified refurbished program with the company's standard 15-day return policy. No matter where you shop, make sure to check the details out before buying and make sure you can return them if something's wrong.
CR does caution consumers to do their research before buying anything refurbished from a company that they've never heard of, because it could be hard to know exactly what you're getting. 2 cameras in Dane County captured video of a meteor late last night. Pretty cool. This is video from UW-Madison's Space Science and Engineering Centers. Ooh, I just saw it there on the camera and I got excited. Middleton police say they saw it fly overhead around 11:45 last night. Very cool, Dave. Have you seen this video?
Yeah, I did earlier today, Amanda. It's really awesome to see the rogue meteor. I mean, we talk about meteor showers throughout the year, and this could have been kind of part of one, but just to see that video is very exciting and will make you stop in the middle of a script like Amanda just did. I totally understand that. And today, we really didn't see all that much in the sky except for clouds for much of the day. Visible cloud track showing that system passing us to the south and east, providing us with lots of cloud cover, not much sunshine to come by, unless we're talking about right now, when actually skies have cleared up pretty nicely, and we deserve it after putting up with the mostly cloudy skies throughout the day. Actually, a quick shower on the west side of Madison this afternoon, but then we saw a little bit of that blue sky, and we're still seeing it in Madison on the Edgewater Skycam. The almanac for today, 55 degrees for our high temperature, so the clouds kept us a little bit cooler than maybe we should have been today, and definitely cooler than normal, about 10 to 15 degrees cooler than where we should be this time of year. Some other high temperatures, 58 in Boscobel, 55 in Janesville, a little bit cooler near the lakeshore. Milwaukee and Kenosha at 50 degrees for highs. We're a little bit chillier than that right now, 54 in Madison. Still not feeling bad, especially with that sunshine now with us, with temperatures in the lower 50s in Janesville. Doppler track is showing a few showers continuing to move to the north and west, closer to Black River Falls and Camp Douglas. So a couple of light sprinkles and showers throughout the day, but most of that activity stayed to the south and east, closer to that parent low pressure system that really punched above its weight. It had to fight through a lot of dry air, folks, and that's what we were kind of looking at yesterday, but it did better than expected. Maybe didn't want to miss out on everyone's graduation across the area. Didn't get the invite, didn't stop this low pressure system. Second low pressure system we've been talking about continues to spin through the Dakotas into Nebraska, providing some thunderstorms. The good news is our forecast models have really been trending downward on our rain chances for Mother's Day. So we'll keep a slight chance of showers in the forecast, but as temperatures get into the upper 50s, a little bit cooler than normal, I do think most of us will stay dry. So hopefully I can deliver on that promise, because there's nothing like a mom's disappointment. into tomorrow. So for tonight, becoming partly cloudy and cool, temperatures in the low 40s. On Future Track, really not seeing much in the way of rain over the next 24 hours, which is good news. I think the showers will stay just to the south and west of southern Wisconsin. But again, have that umbrella ready to go just in case we do get a rogue raindrop or two. Into Monday, we'll see the sunshine return in full with temperatures in the mid 60s. Then as we look at the 10-day forecast, temperatures in the 70s by the time we get to Tuesday. Chance of some showers and thunderstorms will rise late Tuesday into Wednesday. We should be dry on Thursday. And we're watching the weekend closely because our models are a little bit all over the place. They're not really sure what's going to happen here. We've had 80s, we've had 50s, we've had 70s in the forecast for that time period. Just a lot of uncertainty right now. What we do know at this point is temperatures are trending a little bit warmer in the 70s or closer to 70 degrees. And we do have a chance of some showers and thunderstorms pretty much every day from Friday until Monday. So we'll keep you updated on that. For the short term, though, it does look like the shower chances are going to stay relatively low over the next couple of days, which is good news for moms, Amanda.
Good news for moms. You cannot disappoint your mom, Dave.
It's a bad recipe, that's for sure.
Thank you, Dave. The Badgers softball team trying to keep the season alive. Highlights coming up next in sports.
Well, for the fourth time in program history, the Wisconsin softball team earning a trip to the semifinals of the Big Ten tournament. But a trip to the championship game means getting past a top-ranked Michigan. The Badgers are the 5 seed. They're down 5-0 early in Bloomington, Indiana. Taylor Johnson at the plate, launching that ball out to left center. Wisconsin down 5-1 now in the 4th. To the 5th inning now, Kayla Conwent Big hit to left center. That's a 2 RBI double, scoring Tyra Turner and Stephanie Lombardo. But that's all the Badgers would get. Tough game for Caitlin Mentz on the mound, giving up 4 runs on 7 hits in 2 innings of work. Wisconsin loses to Michigan 8-3 the final. They now await their NCAA tournament fate. Brackets will be announced at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Of the 19 times the Brewers and Cubs will face each other this season, the two teams have played each other 4 times so far. The Brewers have a 3-1 edge, including a big 7-0 win yesterday at Wrigley. Game 2 of the series this afternoon, and a little different spiel than yesterday, because no score until the 5th inning in this one. Hernan Perez getting one into the crowd off of Cole Hamels. 1-0 Brewers. They are up first. In the bottom of the inning, though, the Cubs would answer in the form of Albert Almora Jr. doubles to right field. David Bodie sprinting for his life. Close play at the plate. He is safe. We've got a tie ball game. And then afterwards, here in the 15th inning, we've got extra innings galore today. It would be Wilson Contreras getting the solo shot, his 10th home run of the season. And that would be it. It's a walk-off win for the Cubs. This game took 5 hours. 5 hours. They started at 1:20, and between the two teams, they used a total of 15 pitchers. They'll be very tired tomorrow. The Bucks, though, now they can chill for a little bit as the team waits to find out who their opponent will be in the Eastern Conference Finals. That's a good thing because they'll get a total of 6 days of rest before their next game. Right now, the other game of the conference semifinals between the Raptors and Sixers is tied at 3 games apiece. Game 7 tomorrow night in Toronto, and the winner of that one will face the Bucks. Now, looking ahead to the finals, the schedule released today. Game 1 will be on Wednesday night at 7:30. The first 2 at Fiserv Forum. All of the games will be shown on TNT. All right, I'm admittedly not a cool human being because I don't watch Game of Thrones, but you know who's like way cooler than me? Aaron Rodgers. He gets to go to Bucks games. and he watches Game of Thrones. He will make a cameo in the popular HBO series tomorrow night. Last month, he tweeted about this show saying #Episode 5 should be good. That's the one tomorrow night, duh. Amelia Clark, who is on the show, she told reporters that tomorrow night's episode is going to be quote-unquote insane. Finally tonight, second round of the Byron Nelson. Yesterday, Tyler Duncan with the approach on 13 goes a little right of the green and accidentally hits someone right smack in the head. Well, turns out that someone was his wife. He said he didn't know that he actually hit his wife until after the round, but he did know that there was a little bit of mud on that ball when he hit it. Luckily, she's fine. She's got a little bit of mud on her hat.
And he's in trouble.
And he's kind of not in a good position right now, but that's okay. Apparently, it's not the first time that's happened, though. Apparently, on the driving ranges before and other times, he has actually hit her twice before, so she's kind of used to it by now, I guess. Poor lady.
Yikes.
Oh my gosh, of all the people that hit your wife. Oh, okay, Dave, let's take a look at the weather.
I have never hit my wife with a golf ball. Just putting that out there on the record. So we are looking at partly sunny skies this evening. In Platteville, we're still hanging on to those clouds, though. It's been a little bit of a chilly day in Grant County on our Queen Bee Radio Skycam. So temperatures right now in the mid-50s in Madison, 52 in Janesville, and 50 even in Platteville, 57 in Boscobel. Starting off tomorrow in the low 40s, mostly cloudy skies once again for tomorrow for Mother's Day. The good news is I think the rain stays out of here. We'll keep slight shower chances in the forecast. The sunshine comes back on Monday with temps in the 60s.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.